Thank you to Edith O'Donnell for your unswerving belief and support in enhancing and making accessible amazing fine arts education in North Texas. Thank you to the O'Donnell Foundation for their incredibly generous work with AP Strategies. This area serves as an undisputed hub for excellence in AP Fine Arts and Music Theory around the country and around the world. Thank you to the Committees Foundation of Texas for offering these students the opportunity to celebrate their successes in this beautiful building. And I want to thank Deborah Moore and Melissa Berry for being two of the most dynamic and passionate leaders I've ever had the chance to collaborate with. So thank you, too. And thank you to the scholar that I have the honor of introducing. Dr. Angela Duckworth wrote a book named Grit, just so happened to be assigned to us teachers from the AP Strategies summer reading list. And it's a fantastically poignant perspective when analyzing success, excellence, achievement, determination, and resiliency. 2 summers ago, I read this book, and there was a particular chapter that resonated with me. And in this passage, in my mind, correlates to the time that I've known Vivek Tanna. Duckworth speaks about effort, but more importantly, how effort counts twice. So of course, we understand this. We understand that you practice at something and you practice and you practice and you become good. You earn that skill from practice, right? That skill, though, that you have earned is then applied to effort a second time. And with that equation comes achievement. I truly believe Vivek is the sum of these equations. Genuine, honest, determined, resilient leader. Vivek is strong in mind, body, and spirit, has the world before him. In my eyes, this young man is the epitome of the 21st century Renaissance man. Musically gifted, with Chopin's soul flowing through his veins. Mathematically luminescent with a light of Newtonian clarity. Scientifically driven in a way Darwin and Leonardo might comprehend. And art historically literate with the language of Vitruvius. Humble, keen, inquisitive, and empathetic. He respects diversity, appreciates culture, and thrives on curiosity. Instead of listing the endless arrays of awards, recognitions, and prestigious schools vying for this young man's attendance, I want to speak on behalf of Grapevine High School, of the staff, the faculty, everyone who has had the privilege of interacting with Vivek, in congratulating him for this unprecedented tenure at Grapevine High School, as well as meritoriously earning this fine scholarship from the Excellence in AP Arts and Music Theory Award. Graduating this May as valedictorian, Mr. Tanna will embark upon the next chapter of his academic career, and will do so in the same style of grace and dignity that has served him so well at GHS. It is with infinite honor that I welcome Vivek Tanna up here to the microphone.
Thank you, Mr. Nisbet, for your kind words. I hope I can even begin to live up to them. Good evening. As Mr. Nisbet said, my name is Vivek Tanna, and I'm a senior at Grapevine High School. I'd like to start out by saying that this reception has been an incredible experience, and I feel humbled and honored to stand before you today. My exposure to the arts began the year before kindergarten, when my chubby 4-year-old fingers hammered out their first C major scale. Since then, piano has been perhaps the most consistent force in my life so far. My sophomore year, I delved further into the workings of music in AP Music Theory with the phenomenal Mrs. Muckley, who couldn't be here today. This class While it seems to take a detached, mechanical approach to music, it only furthered the sense of magic around it. Plus, we got to harmonize with boom whackers. But it doesn't take an intimate understanding of theory to appreciate the effects of music. Research has shown that rhythmic sound can synchronize brain activity as well as physical movement across entire groups of people. I think this is emblematic of the power of art, of music, and of art in general to unify us. Art does more than bring us together and open cultural dialogue. It literally puts us on the same wavelength. Most musicians can probably attest, as Christina said, no matter how well-spoken we may be, perhaps the most meaningful way for us to communicate is from behind an instrument. This year, I also decided to take AP Art History as part of our program run by the phenomenal Mr. Nisbet. I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I never considered myself particularly aesthetically inclined. The point is, by taking art history, I hope to learn how to appreciate something that I knew was worthy of appreciation, the visual arts. And through the course of the year, art history has given me just that, and more than I ever could have asked for. In fact, I've come to see that one of the best ways to learn about people across cultures and time is through their art. Next year, I plan to attend either Stanford or Princeton University, where I hope to major in neuroscience and prepare for a career in medicine. I believe this degree plan offers plenty of opportunity to incorporate the study of the arts. I could join research projects into the cognitive effects of listening to music or of the power of art therapy. But the way I see it, a study of the arts and music adds perspective, empathy to any career path. The goal of education is to refine and to acknowledge the limits of our reasoning and sensitivity. And what better way to do this than to study art? The arts provide a window into the human experience, pardon the cliche, and what career isn't rooted in human concern? With this in mind, I would like to thank the O'Donnell Foundation, the Communities Foundation, and the Scholarship Committee for their admirable work promoting arts education, and for the wonderful opportunities opened up by this scholarship. I'd like to thank my teachers, Mr. Nisbet, Mrs. Muckley, and my fabulous junior year English teacher, Mrs. Trang, for the passion and commitment they bring to class every day. There's no one I would trust more to shape the next generation of students. Finally, I'd like to give a huge thank you to my parents for their never-ending support. Thank you.